very
ship.
interesting question. I'm really looking forward to
We're gonna watch some people kill each other, and let's just have fun here.
But
And this ain't
right, well,
be
let's get
right
into this one.
because this
We're
is
not
them,
I've been messing
not
up what I've
me.
been saying. We saw capture the flag CDF the other day. Apparently, I said, yeah, I got all flustered. I meant capture the flag.
And if
Never
you don't
mind.
have it,
We're
you
all good.
can't watch it
All
unless someone else
peaceful good.
records it, and that's what I'm gonna help you do.
That's interesting to
So,
say the least.
Okay.
PO6 off the rip. Cool. Oh, and
so I'm gonna
well,
be
I didn't know
muted,
we
and
received
y'all
something.
just
Apparently I was
watch.
wrong.
And uplink, we're all going to see Reedy use a PO6. This is definitely one to watch. I just want to stay on board with Reedy, if that's all right, just to see what he's doing. He's got the thermal, because of course that isn't going to be banned this time. And do you know what I think the hardest thing is when you're on the opposing team is hearing that thing just roar and saying, uh-oh, I think if I poke my head out, I'm a goner. Yeah. And
well, I mean, this is the thing, right? So what it was doing off the beginning was kind of cutting things down here. Really would not have spawned back in with it. Because if he can't hit the shots, it's no good. And he's actually given a little bit of points here for Supremacy to score at least a 1.
No, intercepted by Sonny B. 0-0 is the score, and Moose and Scraps do get points on the board. And I do agree with you, Bryce. You know, you said Fringe is a bit of a crazy one here on Uplink. It certainly is, but Epsilon now have the drone, and in my opinion, this should be a play. This should be a one-point play. He's gone high, he's gone good. It looks nice, but it's not. It's too far. I think he hit the roof.
Well, for that throw, you have to actually get up a little bit further. You have to go pretty much, you have to be basically when you throw, you have to be right up against the barn for it to go in, from what I understand of that throw. So I think it went a little bit short from Reedy there.
Sonny B has just put it out for bit of a reset here, and Reedy's going to be sat in a funky position here. He's going to be challenged by 3 players on train, though.
They are pushing train heavily with no drone control.
No, not at all. Sonny B could actually have his teammate pass it to him, and he can run away with it. Sonny B's going to pick up 1, and now another for Scrapsy. This is where Sonny B is screaming for it. He's saying, pass to me.
But this is the interesting thing about that play from Supremacy. It all focused around them managing to get their players to at least win 1 gunfight in mid to get that drone away. But they had to pull 1 player into L wall. They had another player coming off the spawn. Like, it's a very dangerous strategy that to kind of overextend like you do with no drone control. I mean, Sonny, by all rights, I mean, once that kill's gone down, they could have easily lost 1 there.
Yeah, and it would have been a 2-point play, but he was unaware of the positions, obviously, of the players, which we aren't, thankfully, for our beautiful card casting. COD vision.
Oh, just we didn't get to see what Scraps did there, but it looked disgusting from Xerox's point of view.
Drone is still in the middle. 2 minutes 30 have gone. A quarter of this game has gone, and not a point on the board here. Sonny B, though, once again, my goodness, just ripping people apart with that SMG.
Critique coming in here from Epsilon. Now, we saw a low-scoring game the other day. I would like to say maybe a little bit more aggressive. They are winning the slaying, I think. Not by a lot, but by a little bit.
Small margin. 3 do go down. This is where, oh, we're going to see another fall, and it's going to be Reedy this time. Vortex is going to be surviving. Again, the drone hasn't really moved yet. No. And this is the time where specialists are going to come into play, Bryce.
Certainly is. Well, that drone's been pulled away by Supremacy, and it looks like it's been reset, but I think that should drop. It is going to drop. But, I mean, you don't push it tin.
I don't think it has dropped. I think it's right in an awkward position. Maxie's trying to get it, but it's not going to happen.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he can't get it. It's stuck. Unlucky, mate. Satellite has been reset. Maxie's going to be caught off guard here.
Oh, Moose COD timing's going to get shot in the back.
Yeah, he should have pre-aimed that a little bit longer, but he didn't know as well. This is the COD time that me and Bryce always talk about here. 1 minute 20 left and still 0-0, Bryce. Kinetic Arm has just been used here.
Epsilon again apparently going for the record of lowest scoring uplink Fringe we've ever seen. Oh, and Maxie's going to be taken out there before he can do anything. He's actually going to hear a scythe breaking out by Reedy to shut this one down.
Yeah, and I want to point out, sorry, the specialist of Supremacy just got burnt for that 1 play. Like 3 specialists, I think, got burnt.
Well, I think did Scraps end up using his Tempest? No, he didn't. Unless he pulled it out and then died instantly with it. But again, nothing happening very much here. Scraps is going to try and slow this one down, and slow it down as he gets 2. Not going to be able to pick up the 3rd. Xerox will take the drone. And you know what? This is, again, uplink Fringe. Epsilon seem to have some just massive delaying tactic on it.
This is a bad news for them, though. Epsilon can capitalise on this. Sonny B Yeah, it's taken down 2 more. He's gone out to bat with 1, but there, Reedy picks him up 3 down for the boys' supremacy. And I want to see that drone go for Epsilon. I want to see them go for it. He's passed it. That's a good play, first of all. Moose is going to pick up 1, and he may. In fact, no, Reedy's gone for the set play. Nice set play.
He did it from window, which allows you to get a little extra height.
Yeah.
But again, still, to be 1-0 at this juncture is amazing. Miles is probably going to go for the 1, and he misses.
Missed it. Very, very tough one to make. Vortex punishes him for missing that and says, look, don't do that again, Miles. You've been a naughty boy. I'm putting you down.
I had Rated talk to me earlier, actually.
Okay.
He said he was very upset that we didn't point out how he hit 7 1-pointers when we were watching him at the weekend.
I expect nothing less, Rated.
That's what
In
I
fact,
said.
I'm
That's what I
disappointed
said.
you didn't get 8. That's my critique there, Rated. In fact, 10 is a minimum next game.
It's a minimum of 10.
Yeah.
No,
Otherwise,
flawless 10.
underperformance.
Flawless 10. Underperformance.
More than 3 deaths, underperformance.
Well, as we go to the second side here, it is a very, very low scoring uplink, which means it could genuinely have either team win this. And I do say that a fair amount, but in this case, it's 1 point. It's a 1 throw to tie it up.
Here we go, 3 do go down. This could be good for Supremacy. They're going to be pushing the back of Barn. There's 1 player defending. I think it's Scraps. 1 point play potentially. Yep, he's going to get it in, but 3 kills come back, make it 4. Epsilon now can regroup. They can actually go for a bit of a counter play here. They're going to be pushing trains heavily.
They're going to rely on his first few kills to see whether or not this pressure comes through. Sonybu will pick up 1 here, but this is the issue you're going to have in this sort of scenario. When drone is up, one of your players has to hold on to it. That does take them away from it. Really might try and do something here. Moose ends up saving his life. He has half armor. And he can actually make it 2 there. I don't think he realizes that they didn't actually get in a position to stop him.
What he can do now, though, is start putting people in the ground.
And really looks determined to do just that. He's holding them off. Reedy sees the drone. Another one coming in from him.
That's a big play from Reedy there. Really good play here from Epsilon in general. Sunny B's going to take down another. And look at Sunny B just causing a nuisance. He's just the annoyance that's right always behind you, nipping at the heels.
They are going to make a big push to train here in Supremacy. Make 1 more kill, and this could be a point for them. However, they've thrown the drone forward. Scraps and Reedy are holding it off. Scraps makes a second. Reedy's going to challenge for this one as well, and Reedy makes a second at the same time. All of Supremacy end up going down to the guys on Epsilon. And like I said, they had a good opportunity. They had a brief window of opportunity to actually get through here. However, Reedy's 18 and 11, and he is really doing the best on his team and the best in the game.
Yeah, he's rocking it right now. And again, look at Sunny B. I love his play style. I really, really do. He knows that that reset's coming in. He knows that they're all going to be setting up for this new one. And look at him, right in the back. Going to pick up 1. Going to find the second. Crazy. Absolutely love his play style.
Well, here's the interesting one. Miles is basically getting into a position now where if the kills go Supremacy's way, he's going to be a key factor. However, he has to make that first gunfight. He's made 1. He's going to go down. Kills from his teammates haven't really come in as much as he would like here. Xerox is going to have to back off.
And it's only a 2-point lead here for Epsilon. That can be changed in literally a matter of seconds. Look at Reedy. Revving this scythe up. 2 players go down. This is big. 3 go down. This could be a play.
This should be a 2-point play, really, if you got a side up.
Yeah, and this could be even more punishing. Oh, he's not going to be. That's a big play from Maxi Acid to take down Reedy. But it does mean that the scoreline is 5-1. Moles is going to pick up another with the RK5, and Sunny is just left in defense with his coup. Oh my goodness, this guy is outgunning people at range with an M8. And he has a CUDA. Heatwave's just been used.
Call him Gunny B. And here we go. Another play coming in from Supremacy. This game is not over yet. 1 minute 40 left. And we've seen a lot of points go down in a lot less time. However, Scraps says no. No, Bryce, you're wrong. Nothing is happening. Tempest is coming out. They make 3 kills. 1 more kill, and they're looking at least a 2-point play coming in from this one. Scraps in a great position as well. He should be able to lock this one down. Oh, does it own? Does it get 1? Gets the second. 2-point play.
Scraps there, just literally tearing him apart. And again, he's on a 6-kill streak. He's 1 off his lightning. He's got his lightning now. And it wouldn't surprise me if he called this one in. With a minute left to go, he can just put it at the back of the map. Manual pass comes in. Here we go, picking up kills. 1-point play?
I think so. Oh, he got it, and he managed to stay alive just long enough to unlock the Cerberus. which will now drop into that middle of the map. Where is Scraps? He's coming off the respawn. Oh, they've made all 4 kills as well.
This is Epsilon back to their best.
Cerberus is coming middle of the map. Reedy's going to put this home for 2. 10 on 1.
It's GG. It's over. 35 seconds left to go, and it looks like Epsilon are trying to put the nail in the coffin here, as their hardpoint was dominating. The search and destroy closer. This uplink was just one-sided here.
Scraps can maybe make another one. If Cerberus is in a position, it picks up a kill. They can actually clean this one out, I think. No, it goes down for the reset. One more kill, and this will be another play coming in from them.
He's trying to put 11 on the board. There we go. Here it is. Fantastic play from Epsilon, and with that said and done, it's going to be our first game of Week 7 of Stage 2 of the CWL here. Done and dusted Moose. So
completely unnecessary there at the end, but gets the kills coming in anyway. There's a scoreboard you can see. Reedy goes 26 and 16. Scraps goes 25 and 22. But Reedy, not only does he go 26 and 16, he carries it in twice and throws it in 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, that's 8 points of the 11 right there from Reedy. He's also put positive 10 on the board. Every single player positive. And that was the story of Hardpoint, right?
Yeah.
Outgunned, outslayed, and outplayed for the boys of Epsilon. They pick up a 9-3-0 victory over the boys of Supremacy. And do you know what, Price? What I want to know is how that affects the standings. How does it look now after our first game? Here's the answer. Epsilon sneak up into 3rd position there as they pick up their 9th victory. Supremacy, though, pick up their 7th loss. And let's not forget Millennium now. They have 2 games in hand. Those 2 games will be coming this week, and I think Supremacy... Oh, yeah, of course. Philip being silly there. But yeah, Millennium, they should end this week at 7 and 6. So, Supremacy, you better watch out.
You better not cry. We're not going to finish it. Thought you'd join in.
I don't think it was appropriate. I'm telling you why.
Reedy's coming to town. All right. Anyway,
Reedy's coming to town.
I am going to get a shirt made, by the way. A T-shirt made.
Saying?
I'm going to have Reedy's face.
Yeah.
As to say, "Are you Reedy?
Are you Reedy?"
Are you Reedy?" That's what I want.
Okay.
I'm going to get it, and he's going to hate me for it, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay.
I'll get you one.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it if you get it. That's the deal. Well, map 1. In fact, game 1. It's done. It's dusted. We've got 3 more coming up. However, Supremacy versus Epsilon is over. Epsilon securing their 3-0 victory. And Bryce, do you think that's unexpected, a 3-0?
I think after the hard point went out, then that's where it's got to be a 3-0. The uplink we knew was going to go one-sided. Although Supremacy did very well in the S&D, got to kind of go with Epsilon on the S&D. And with how well Scraps was playing today, let's be perfectly honest here. As much as we talk about Reedy, Moose had a good game. Sunny B was playing really well in the first hard point, but Scraps was always there every single game mode. You know, S&D was phenomenal.
Yeah, 42 on the hard point, double digits on the S&D.
He was only beaten by Reedy in that last one.
Yeah, and again, there's only so many kills on the battlefield. We say this time and time again. Not everyone can get a 40 bomb. It just doesn't happen. But Scraps is a top 3 player at the CWR Stage 2 with a player rating of 1.12. Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. And definitely a contender for that MVP.
I'm surprised it's not 1.13.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look at that algorithm.
Yeah, I will have to have words, because I thought it was 1.127, to be honest, but...
Unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. However, that is it for Game 1. We will be back after a quick break with our second game coming up in just a minute. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the Call of Duty World League Esports Report for Stage 2, Week 4. The frenetic action of the World League did not let up this past week. The competition is ramping up as the standings show more separation between the frontrunners and the underdogs.
He could have getting the shot, yeah!
In Europe, 7th-ranked Spanish team Giants took on 6th-ranked team Exertus. After map wins from both teams, Uplink saw the tides turn for Giants, who were down 5-9, as Giants Tohor stole the drone from Exertus' Vortex and kickstarted an unthinkable chain of events in the final moments of the map.
He got it out of the air!
After Tohor's 2-point dunk, Giants legend took control of the drone and tied the game up with 12 seconds to spare. Tohor grabbed the drone once again and made a Hail Mary throw for the winning one-point play.
There we go, Giants!
In a matter of just 45 seconds, Giants scored 5 points and won the match. This led to an overall 3-2 victory for Giants. Day 1 saw Millennium, Hyper Games, and Supremacy joining Giants in the winning circle. Due to technical difficulties, Day 2 only had one game, in which Splice beat Exertus 3-0. Day 3 saw Giants, Supremacy, and Splice picking up more wins, which all led to Hyper Games, Splice, Infused, and Millennium rounding out the top 4. In ANZ, 4th-ranked team Immunity took on the 2nd-place Australian superstars, Mindfreak. Mindfreak managed to get a hard-point victory and followed it up with shots, 1-point shot.
Absolute goal line. What? Dance now able.
Immunity paved the way for a higher score as Excite picked up a 3-piece,
You monster!
followed by another one from Killer Pie.
Manages to keep the dreams going. Gets a second. Killer Pie, you absolute titan. Keeping this one going for his team. Can he get a third? Yes, he can.
Their eventual score of 18 dwarfed Mindfreak's 8. And captured the flag, Immunity's Gydra became an army of one after he grabbed the flag
Tear it up. 3 in a
and
row.
blasted his path to a stellar flag capture,
Gydra, the one-man army. He's got the support of Immunity.
which led to Immunity's 3-1 victory over the 2nd-ranked team Mindfreak. Immunity joined Orbit, Tainted Minds, and Chiefs as the triumphant teams of Day 1, while Day 2 saw both Immunity and Mindfreak pulling in wins with Orbit and Envy. Things remain mostly the same from Week 3 in the ANZ standings, with the exception of Excellence inheriting last place from Envy, who climbed 1 spot in Week 4. In North America this week, rival top teams Rise and FaZe faced off for the first time in the World League since the Stage 1 finals, where Rise came out on top.
Free firing, gets one, now they're going to begin to change.
Only one.
See, look, it changed to 2 more.
Search and Destroy saw FaZe's attach in a 1v2 scenario as he popped his kinetic armor and took out Octane. Then it was down to a kinetic versus kinetic engagement around the rock.
Attach, try to stay alive, Slack's above him, attach me.
Attach got the kill, which led to an eventual map win for FaZe. In uplink, Looney put his reflexes to the test as he made an excellent 1-point shot, miraculously took out FaZe's enable.
Bye, I'm taking my headset off, goodbye.
It all came down to capture the flag, where FaZe took the game into overtime. In the final moments, Rise reminded us why they're one of the top teams. When Rise's Slack popped his kinetic armor
Picks up 1 kill, turns the corner, there's the second as well.
and killed FaZe's Zuma for the flag return, right as Rise's Looney made the final flag capture.
Capture, Rise Nation take the series 3-1.
On Day 2, FaZe looked to bounce back from their defeat by taking on Envious. After losing to FaZe in Hardpoint, Envious did what they could in Search and Destroy to bring their A
To
game.
2 pieces.
In round 6, Envious's John was neck deep in a 1v3 scenario. He emerged from the water to surprise Enable, then Zuma.
Gets the second as well, that's a 1v1.
But, unfortunately, all the excitement was too much for John as he plummeted to his death. In round 9, JCap's dart took out FaZe's attach.
Gets 1 kill, they know the final player has the dart.
It eventually dove right into Clayster, which took him out and forced the 1v1.
All right, that works.
It came down to JCap versus FaZe's Enable, who was waiting and ready to pounce.
No way he's going to check this. No! Oh, he's going to have time, he's going to have time. No, he doesn't. No shot, no shot. Oh.
No way.
Despite their best efforts, Envious lost the map to FaZe, who took the matchup 3-0. Day 1 saw Dream Team, Elevate, Rise, Optic, and H2K rounding out the winner's circle, while Day 2 had FaZe and 100 Thieves bouncing back from defeat. Optic, H2K, and Elevate also emerged victorious. Day 3 saw Dream Team taking down Rise and Envious beating Luminosity, which led to a lot of movement in the standings. H2K and Dream Team now lead, with FaZe and Rise rounding out the top 4. The competition will only get more intense from here, so be sure and tune in next week as we bring you all the action from the Call of Duty World League presented by PlayStation 4.
Ledge boost here. Gets beat down.
Welcome to the Call of Duty World League Esports Report for Stage 2, Week 3. With the North American region in hiatus for the ESWC event in Paris, there was no stop to the action served up by Europe and Australia, New Zealand. In Europe this week, 4th-ranked Epsilon took on 2nd-ranked Infused, in an action-packed rumble that featured some amazing highlights. After a hardpoint map win for Infused, Epsilon's Reedy started off Search and Destroy with an off-the-cuff yet surgical snipe.
someone, I think.
which served as an omen for Epsilon's imminent map win. Reedy's physics-defying madness did not stop there. In uplink, his shaky at best one-point shot bounced up to tie up the score. He was then able to gracefully reverse his wall run and take out Infused Urban.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
After losing in Search and Destroy in uplink, Infused had an uphill battle to fight against Epsilon. In Capture the Flag, Urban once again went for a wall run, but instead of being the victim, he killed 3 before even touching the ground and continued to grab the flag and make the capture.
Going for the juke. He's not even going to...
Surely not if he gets...
He even picked up a kill along the way.
Oh my god, he's still going!
Oh, he can do no wrong. They're lining up for him. And look at that cap.
However, Infused took a major hit when Epsilon Scraps piloted his dart, locked onto Urban, and took him out with an assist from Reedy.
Can Reedy do it?
Epsilon's Moose eventually returned the flag and solidified the 3-1 victory for his team over the higher-ranked Infused. Epsilon joined Millennium, Exertus, and Hyper Games in the Day 1 winners circle. Having beaten the #1 team Splice on Day 1, Hyper Games then beat Millennium 3-2 on Day 2, taking out 2 very strong teams. Hyper Games' 2 victories put them right at the top of the standings this week, with Splice falling 2 spots to number 3. In ANZ this week, 4th-ranked Team Immunity took on 5th-ranked Tainted Minds in a solid back-and-forth effort to climb toward the top of the rankings. Immunity held on to hope as Killer Pie busted out his specialist War Machine for a brief Terran bunker that tightened up the score.
Right there. Look at this.
But it was Tainted Minds' Damage who eventually brought home the first map win for his team.
Yes, he can.
Search and Destroy saw Tainted Minds starting things off with a lead that eventually reached 4-0. But Immunity, with a huge comeback, surged ahead to ultimately claim the map in amazing fashion.
Well, at 1 point, separating these teams here, Wrath, and you can see...
In uplink, Immunity's Gydra continued to impress as he tied up the round and continued on his scenic route.
I like the CD crowd.
He's still going.
He's actually going to survive here.
Dude, he's all good. Not even a sweat for Gydra.
Making it look easy.
Which turned into a flank.
The flank. It was deliberate. Gydra, marry me.
It all came down to Search and Destroy, where Tainted Mind's Fate charged forward with the odds stacked against him in a 1v3 scenario.
Oh no, and there it is.
And that's where his story ends, as Immunity's Excite sealed Fate's fate and got the defuse. This led to Immunity's 3-2 victory over Tainted Minds. On Day 2, Tainted Minds looked to bounce back against 2nd-ranked team Mindfreak. Mindfreak established a strong lead over Tainted Minds in Hardpoint as Mindfreak spied up Pop kinetic armor and cleaned up Palace with an 8 streak.
Gets the tag on another, goes for 3. Can he get more? He's streaked out. This is a 6. Make that 7-kill streak as he's fully streaked out right now. In a minute 37, Fighter is tearing up, holding down the Palace. He belongs here. This is his town.
Moving on to Search and Destroy, after a ninja defuse from Mindfreak's Buzzo.
Oh my god, he got it!
With mere seconds to spare, Fighter was able to take out the final 2 members of Tainted Minds, leading to a round 11. However, it was Damage of Mindfreak who got the final defuse for the map win.
In the corner, spots him, Damage gets the kill! Dance goes down and Damage
In uplink, Tainted Minds would not go quietly as Damage, with 10 seconds left, snuck around the tank to tie up the game with a 2-point double.
No, he does it! He seals the deal and ties it up.
However, it was up to Buzzo of Mindfreak to make the final play of the map.
takes down the last player, 4 seconds.
At literally the last second, he boldly goes for it. Simultaneously, throws a Hail Mary and dies. And the drone goes in, resulting in a map win for Mindfreak. It all came down to another Search and Destroy round 11, where Mindfreak had Tainted Minds Eminence pinned down in another 1v3 scenario. Eminence ignores his Vision Pulse in HCXD in favor of going into full-on Rambo mode,
HCXD is at the ready.
which did not work. Mindfreak dealt Tainted Minds their second 3-2 loss of the week. Day 1 in ANZ had Immunity, Mindfreak, and Apotheon claiming victories, while Day 2 saw Immunity, Orbit, Chiefs, and Mindfreak emerge as victors. Immunity succeeded in what they set out to do as they switched places with Tainted Minds from last week. Orbit, Mindfreak, Chiefs, and Immunity rounded out the top 4 for ANZ. Tune in next week as North America is...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the European division of the Call of Duty World League. We've had one game, it was a 3-0. We go into our next game, Splice versus LDLC, and it might be the same old story. But to bring you the action, whatever happens, I am Bryce. Joining me, Phil Whitfield.
Thank you very much. And yes, 3-0 was the scoreline to Epsilon. And I think going into match 2, we're we're coming up against, I mean, top versus the bottom, right? I mean, top 2 are Splice and Hyper Games, bottom 2 LDLC and Vitality. Bryce kind of outlined it then. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw another 3-0 here. Splice have been on form. They've been doing really good work. They haven't lost a series since ESWC, and I keep saying that. Not hoping that they do, but I just think it can't go on forever. Like, when are they actually going to lose? Hashtag King Rated.
Do you know when they'll lose? Anaheim.
Yes, they will.
That's
Or
not
will
even...
they?
All right. If you're saying that you think they're going through the entirety of Anaheim without losing a single series...
It's rated. Of course he is.
Okay, well, I feel
No.
like that's slight bias there.
I do need to take that back to confirm. You know, I don't want that being
What's
quoted
that?
later on.
Phil said he hates Scump. You said Rated would beat Scump. Was that what you said earlier in the broadcast?
Like last time, Scum would win. Again. Sorry,
I
Rated.
feel like you're changing your name.
Hashtag Queen
now.
Rated.
Queen Rated. Wow. just flips on him. Just flip on him like that.
I mean, Scum. Best player in the world. Best player in the game. Best player in the history of Call of Duty. Full stop. My opinion, obviously. Who's yours? Bar myself.
Best player, what, over time?
Over the whole of Call of Duty history console.
The whole history is Scump.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay, that's gonna be all, and see ya.